Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Joseph now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
First carry now for Justice Hill. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now you got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tim Williams. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson. 77 yards, and the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Mike, number 53, Mike 53. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Jackson on third down. He uncorks it for Snead, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Plays and out. It's fourth down.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Schobert able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Watch twins.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Mayfield on first down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 42 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Connects it to Roberts, right side. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurry! At the 33-yard line.
Pistol.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. 180. At the 41-yard line.
Watch the ship.
Blue draw courses.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Mayfield on play action. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hurry!
Yeah, check.
Point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Tight right.
Buzz.
Three down. Mike's 40.
Pistol.
Rush in. Check 26.
Kings.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Mike 58, right there. Here we go, let's bring it.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 46 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he's going to have to eat this one. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 133.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go. 15 Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ricky.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
1st down, Mayfield. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They go play action. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Boy, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joe Schobert able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, Charlie. Hurry, hurry. Watch the screen. Real.
Silver.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, 133.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 52.
Now Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 23. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Flushed out right. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw again is Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch pistol.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Tim Williams makes the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 46 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 15 now. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Take the Pittsburgh. 58 to Mike.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Roberts got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now the first play of the